Quick travel tip. Google and Apple Maps don't work properly in Seoul. Download Naver Map or Kakao Map instead. That's what locals use, and it'll make getting around the city much easier.
Here we are looking for a cafe, and I think we've gone the wrong way.
Google Maps says the cafe should be right here, but all I'm looking at is a wall. Either the cafe moved or Google's drunk.
Tour guide.
Arrived at the Mondrian Seoul Itaewon. This central hotel sits right in the heart of Itaewon, just steps from the best food, nightlife, and subway. Time to drop the luggage and start exploring Seoul. Right in the middle of Seoul's skyscrapers runs Cheongye-cheon, a peaceful stream where locals escape the city, especially at night. The stream was covered by a highway for decades. In the early 2000s, the city removed the road and restored the river and park. It reopened in 2005 and is now a major urban attraction with bridges, stepping stones, and illuminated paths at night. A real piece of the Berlin Wall in Seoul, donated by Germany as a reminder that divided nations can one day reunite. You're looking at the historic tree outside the Embassy of Canada in Seoul. The story behind it is quite unusual. When the Canadian Embassy complex was being developed in the 1990s, this old Korean Zelkova tree, estimated to be over 100 years old, was scheduled to be removed during construction. Canadian officials objected and asked that it be preserved because it was considered part of the local heritage landscape. The solution, instead of cutting it down, the design of the embassy grounds was changed to protect the tree. The tree was enclosed with steel posts and fencing to prevent damage. The small area around the trunk was officially designated as Canadian diplomatic property, meaning it falls under Canadian jurisdiction as part of the embassy grounds. The following evening, we came across this restaurant named Petra Restaurant in Itaewon, the first authentic Arabic halal restaurant in South Korea since 2004. The owner in the blue polo is Yasser Ghanayem, who has run it for over 20 years. We enjoyed mansaf, tender lamb mandi, and perfect hummus. But chatting with the man who brought real Jordanian flavors to Seoul was pure magic. Petra is a must. Thank you, Yasser. Right in the middle of Seoul is this stunning man-made waterfall. Multiple cascades flow into a peaceful pond, surrounded by lush greenery and trees. Standing here with the sound of falling water creates a surprising calm right in the heart of the bustling city. A perfect photo spot and peaceful escape during our Seoul adventure. Here's the iconic Seoul Tower, rising 236 meters above the city. One of Seoul's most famous landmarks, offering stunning views across the entire capital.
So they all eat together. The cats all eat together.
Meanwhile, at Hotel du Chat, the premium cat hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, my auntie. My auntie.
Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Okay.
flash.
No
Oh,
flash.
no flash, no flash.
Yep.
Okay.
Louisa's playing with the cats at the cat hotel, rocking bright yellow slippers like she just rolled out of bed for a feline playdate. Afterwards, we went on to the Liam Samsung Museum of Art. Felt surreal. Massive rainbow light projections danced across the floor while visitors glowed beneath holographic circles. Around the corner, a glowing yellow hallway filled with floating rings felt almost magical. Then suddenly you're face to face with ancient Korean treasures. Bronze bells, royal shoes, tiny ceramic houses, and serene Buddha statues. Modern light art meeting 2,000 years of Korean history in one unforgettable place.
She didn't get any sleep because voices kept her up all night saying, "Why was I killed? Why was I killed?"
She's never stepped foot on these grounds again. So this is the most haunted palace in all of Korea.
Wow.
So be careful. It happens here, it happens on top of the stairs, and it happens here. That's where it's supposed to happen. I've also been told that there's a woman who hangs out with us. She's very protective of me, and she's jealous of the other women on the tour. So I have a close girlfriend.
You get that.
You get that.
Following morning, we went to Yangma Waterfall Park for a bit of exploring and exercise. Just outside central Seoul lies Yangma Waterfall Park. Built in 1997, it features one of Asia's tallest artificial waterfalls set against Yangmasan Mountain. With climbing walls, running tracks, and peaceful gardens, it's a favorite local escape from the city. These GS25 convenience stores are basically Korea's version of a 7-Eleven, but they've got their own vibe. You'll find cheap beers, snacks, instant noodles, ready meals, coffee machines, toiletries, and even things like phone chargers and ATMs. What makes them different is the atmosphere. Many have small tables outside where people sit, eat ramen, or have a beer. It's very common to grab a couple of drinks, some snacks, and just hang out on the street for a while. During a lazy afternoon or late at night, they almost turn into a little social spot. Good music playing, cheap drinks, people chatting, and a really relaxed street-side vibe. It's one of the easiest and cheapest ways to experience everyday life in Seoul. This is the Gamuksan Suspension Bridge, also called Gamuksan Chuleong Bridge near Paju, Gyeonggi Province, about 2 hours north of Seoul. Key facts: length, 150 meters, height above the valley, about 45 meters, opened in 2016. It sits in Gamuksan Mountain Park, a popular hiking area. The Korean word Chuleong actually means swaying, which is fitting because the bridge gently moves when people walk across it. Hidden in these mountains are old bunkers from the Korean War. This high ground was once used to watch enemy movements and direct artillery fire. A reminder that the front line of the war once ran through these hills. For centuries, Seoul was the political and cultural center of Korea. In 1910, Japan occupied Korea, ruling the peninsula for 35 years. During this period, Seoul was heavily controlled and many Korean traditions were suppressed. Everything changed after World War II in 1945. Korea was divided along the 38th parallel. North Korea backed by the Soviet Union. South Korea backed by the United States. Seoul became the capital of South Korea. In 1950, North Korea invaded South Korea, starting the Korean War. Seoul was captured and recaptured 4 times during the conflict, and much of the city was destroyed. The war ended in 1953 with an armistice, not a peace treaty. Technically, North and South Korea are still at war today. After the war, Seoul rebuilt itself rapidly and became one of Asia's most modern and high-tech cities. The demilitarized zone, the most heavily fortified border in the world. Here you can see North Korean soldiers across the border, the famous blue UN negotiation buildings, observation posts looking into North Korea, infiltration tunnels dug by North Korea. It's one of the most surreal places you can visit, standing just meters from a country that is one of the most secretive on Earth. South Korea is vibrant, modern, and open to the world, while just across the border, North Korea remains one of the most secretive countries on the planet. 2 nations, 1 people, still divided by a war that technically never ended. South Korea turned out to be one of those places that surprises you at every turn. From wandering through quirky antique stores and hidden streets to incredible food on almost every corner, there's always something new to discover. The history here runs deep, from ancient palaces and traditions to the very real reminder of the division between North and South Korea just up at the DMZ. But what really makes this place special are the people. The locals are welcoming. The streets feel alive day and night, And every neighborhood has its own character. One minute you're exploring markets and cafes, the next you're walking through mountains, visiting war history sites, or even heading out on a ghost tour after dark. Traveling here with my daughters, Julia and Louisa, made it even more memorable. Sharing the food, the laughs, the adventures, and the unexpected moments together is what travel is really about. South Korea is fascinating, vibrant, and full of contrasts. Ancient traditions sitting right alongside cutting-edge modern life. If you're looking for a destination with great food, incredible history, beautiful landscapes, and unforgettable experiences, South Korea is absolutely a must-do holiday.